I gotta go see what's going on out at the highway. You're hearing diesel tractor sounds, and I gotta know. I've been calling Suki to come for a ride in a Ranger, and she has really gotten to be an old lady. She doesn't want to leave her rocker. You want to go for a ride in the Ranger? Come on. Nope. I guess I'll go alone. I came and sat down in here, and now she's coming. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. Good girl. There was no vehicle up there, but there were tracks in the ditch. No big deal, that's not a problem. So we'll continue on with watering. Oh, those two hoses are not hooked together. See, I put those shutoff valves on so that I can disconnect or do things up here without having to walk to the hydrant. I want to add that other hose on. And it just occurred to me, I do have a shutoff right here. Add the hose on out here. All right, let's see if I have it right. Now this thing I leave on all summer. There we go. Okay. In business. Is this a transplanting shock thing? I've done this for, God, 25 years. Never had a problem, so cherry tomatoes have always grown and made me very happy. Oh, I gotta water the trees. This is a maple. That one is a goner. Nothing's gonna come up out of that, but oh well. Oh, look at that. That's an oak. Bur oak. I wonder what the time is. Oh, 3:33. Huh. Yeah, I gotta get this broken up and put into the little trailer, taken down to the fire pit, haul that stuff over to the knuckle bin. Oh yeah, I've sort of made a halfway promise to myself to every time I work out here and I accumulate a pile, I take it down to the burn pit to avoid having that huge mound that accumulated mostly over the summer. That better not be a yellow jacket. And I gotta split those up, but there just isn't room in the wheelbarrow. So I got to do that after I empty the wheelbarrow. Cut these up into, I don't know, larger one. I guess I could split. They don't really need to be. Other than birch bark holds its moisture if the bark is on it. If you open them up, they dry out very nicely. What else I got to do? This is a pile of usable birch bark. See how thin it is? No, you don't. But I'm going to show you. A lot of the birch bark in this pile has this layer of bark on it. And I don't want to use that for starting fires. That's just too hefty. I want to get the birch bark opened up like this so that that layer is out of there. You know, that's what the layer looks like. And with the layer off there, this really takes off and burns quickly and hotly. There's the Suki girl. With the mosquito on her nose. Hello, sweetie. What's this? That's a tick. Methinks. Nope. A little fleck of mud. I brought the ladder out here to be a semi-permanent fixture in the yard. This time of year, from, well, mid-May through mid-September, August, that's where the sun sets. Actually right behind here. As we get into the solstice, there's a lot of sunset pictures. I mean, there's some gorgeous skies. I've never had such a consistent view of summer sunsets where I've lived until here. And that is, well, you've seen a lot of them. I just love it. It seems like every night there's a little different take, or a lot different take. Storms move in from there. And these trees, well, the low trees, get a little bit disruptive of the view. Now I could zoom in, but that's really limiting. Oh, come on. So if I can get myself up a little higher, like that. Yeah. I don't think I'm ever going to figure this camera out. The focusing is... I never know if it's me or the camera. Or on the internet, Facebook actually, they love to criticize the manufacturer and the designers, the technology. And it's always not them, something they're not understanding. I asked a question about this camera a year ago on Facebook. It was a Facebook group for Lumix G9. And most of my photographic life, I have always used manual. I got used to shooting in manual because we didn't have automatic cameras a long time ago. And when I got a digital camera that had automatic, I first wanted to learn how to use it manually so I could set my own exposure. And when this camera came around, you set it to video mode and you can set the shutter speed, but the aperture just sets itself. And I asked the question, is there some way that you can know and or set the aperture yourself? At least I want to know what the aperture is. Well, one guy answered, nope, can't be done. Well, okay. And I didn't pursue it. I haven't been unhappy with any of the video I've been doing, or if I am, I just accept it. And then I figured it out yesterday. There is a way in manual to set both the aperture and the shutter. And the light meter shows you, are you under or overexposed? One other job I just remembered. This needs to be fixed. You can see it from here. This has a slope. This is the, well, obviously. The water drains off the garage roof and off the roof of the house down into here. It's a very cool plan that Chuck had. And these stones keep, under the stones is landscape fabric to keep weeds from growing up. And as you can see, that isn't very effective. That's another task I want to do this summer, is tear out the weeds, move the rocks away, and put some new landscape fabric down and then recover, seal the holes. At any rate, the water drains this way and then down here. Well, that's never happened any other year, but it's eroding. The stones, they stop here. I've got a piece of angle iron in here to keep the rocks in place, but apparently we've had enough water. I'm really surprised because we didn't have any heavy rains that would do that, but at any rate, I need to bring in, I don't want to just bring in dirt that's going to wash away again. I want to bring in some heavier concrete or rocks to lay in there and not even do the dirt. So that's on my list to do sooner than later, because if we got rain coming the next 3 days actually. I put that clock up there because yesterday I was working along out here on my chores, and occasionally I want to know what time it is. Well, I have my cell phone in my front left pocket, and that's what I've always relied on, but I'm wearing gloves. I need to inconvenience myself horribly by taking off a glove, reaching into my jeans pocket, trying to pull the phone out, and of course it gets caught on the lip of the pocket or something, and then I drop it on the ground, which there happens to be a mud puddle there at the time, and it soaks the phone and ruins it, so I have to buy a new phone. Yeah. At any rate, I thought, wouldn't it be nice? And I've got 4 clocks in the basement, battery-operated clocks that I took down 2 years ago when I got really tired of the tick, 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 all that noise. And I bought silent clocks and put those old ones down in the basement. As I put a AA battery in it, is it going to work? Yes, it did. Checked it this morning. It was exactly in sync with my cell phone time. And so now you see it's under a little lip of Eve. I wanted to get it a little bit better protected, but it's got the bezel on the front. And I put a chunk of self-adhesive Velcro in the back underneath here, so it's not going to blow in the wind. And the piece of wood behind there and the wood around it, it really isn't going to get blown around by the wind anyway. It's fairly well protected. So, yes, I have not had umpteen cups of coffee. I've only had 2. That's my daily ration. my thinking is the boards are going to shallow out the steepness of the run here, slow the water down. And I'm also going to bring in a load of stones like we have up there and put those on top and down through here. I don't know if I should have put this dirt there before the stones. I can see the water going under the stones and washing that out, but I think this is going to work. Poplar fluffs, not flush, or slush, fluffs.